Live from Gov Fuller Field, it's the second Hawk Talk of the summer. The Hyannis Hawks draw even tonight with the Falmouth Commodores 9-9. Brendan Howe and Lyle Goldstein with you guys. Lyle, first things first, let's talk about the offense tonight. A 3-spot in 3 straight frames tonight. Gotta love that as a bright spot going forward for sure.
Well, absolutely, and we talked about it on the broadcast the last 2 nights. We've talked about it here the last couple of nights. For a team that kind of struggled the first 2 games to put up a lot of offense, they strung together some hits, and they strung them together in bunches, like you talked about. 3 straight innings with 3-run innings. You talk about highlighted by the Hunter Goodman 2-run bomb. Jared DeSantolo reached base 4 times tonight. But really 1 through 9, it was an offensive performance really throughout the lineup. Adam Hackenberg with 2 hits of his own. You could keep on naming names, and that is a great sight to see. So ultimately, it ended up being a draw, yes. But for this team, it's a huge momentum builder going forward now that they're able to put up runs and do it in bunches at times if they have to.
Our own Kat Hendrick caught up with head coach Chad Gassman after the game to talk about the offensive performance.
Congrats on a really hard-fought game tonight. It appeared that the first part of the game was really a pitcher's battle, but then it quickly turned into a batter's battle right there in the middle with 17 of the last 18 runs being scored. How do you feel about your team's performance tonight?
Well, you hate to give up the leads that we gave up. We had 2 5-run leads and gave them up. However, then you got to be on the positive that we didn't totally implode and we still got the tie. And in this league, it's 1 point. So, we're 0-2, but we got 1 point. So it will, in some part of the season, that 1 point will help us. So, but big picture, liked our offense. I like our pitching staff. Got a lot of guys with a lot of weapons. I was telling them that when I mean weapons, they throw hard. They have good sliders. So we'll be fine. I just the competitor in me hates to give up whatever lead we gave up, but also the competitor in me will take that tie too. So yeah.
Just take the wins where you get them, even if they happen to be ties in this league.
Yeah, points.
Points, yes. How do you feel about that first home run that they got on that first pitch? How proud are you of Tyler for coming back and managing to get 6 strikeouts in 5 innings after that first pitch?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, his first pitch, and then he settled in, pitched great. So that's just a sign of a real mature, good pitcher. I mean, doesn't let a one pitch affect him, and he didn't. So that's just testament to him. So yeah, I am proud of him, and it just shows what kind of pitcher he is.
Thanks, Kat. Lyle, back to you now. Let's talk about the starter, Tyler Madison. He was phenomenal tonight, minus the leadoff home run to start this outing tonight. Great stuff. Got a lively fastball, worked into a couple of nice breaking balls in his outing tonight. What did you think about his performance?
Well, like you talked about, I mean, he was humbled pretty quickly, and that's what this league will do to you. First pitch of the game, Hayden Cantrell of Falmouth just blasts a solo shot into right field. But after that, talk about a first impression for Tyler Madison, the right-hander out of Bryant. This guy retired his final 10 hitters of the night, 6 strikeouts to his name. I mean, he was absolutely cruising. So, I mean, it looked like maybe he would get a little bit rattled after that first inning home run, but not at all. He came back in a big way, and a huge first impression on this team tonight. I think he's going to be a big arm for these guys going forward on a roster that we've talked about. Some big arms, not just power-wise, but size-wise as too, with so many of these guys being over 6'6", just height-wise can overpower some guys on the mound. Good fastballs, throughout the rotation. But for Madison as a whole, he really showed out tonight.
Absolutely. The defending champion, Wareham Gateman, coming into McKeon Park tomorrow for some matinee baseball. Lyle, what are you looking for out of this offense to try and continue the momentum they regained tonight?
Well, I think it's kind of like what you talked about. You got to continue it. I mean, to put up 9 runs every game is hard to sustain. I think any team in the Cape is not going to put up 0 runs per game like what happened the other night. So you got to find some balance in between. How are they going to get their 5 to 6 runs a night? How can they manufacture some runs? How can they benefit from the long ball at times? And against the Wareham team tomorrow that they haven't seen yet this year, it'll be all about using the momentum from tonight to kind of take it into tomorrow too, because it's clear this team can hit. They just kind of have to put it together.
It's the Harbor Hawks and the Gatemen tomorrow at McKeon Park. One more time, the final score tonight from Gov Fuller Field. The Harbor Hawks 9, the Commodores 9. Brendan Howe and Lyle Goldstein from Hawk Talk signing off. We'll see you tomorrow.